Okay, so by this time, if you have, anyone have any question or want to discuss anything, we can do that. Or I'll just give you an overall idea about the lecture 5. So, when I will upload the lectures, the videos, then I think it will be easier for you to get the things. Okay. So, anyone have any questions or comments up to lecture 4? So, if you don't have anything from up to lecture 4, then just I'll give you a brief about lecture 5. Okay. By the way, in the box, okay, in the lecture notes in week 3, you will find 3 documents there. One is the PowerPoint slides for lecture 5. There is another 2 PDFs. Okay. So basically, this PowerPoint slide, I have made it from those 2 PDFs. Okay. There are some extra things also here, but major informations, major informations of this slide are taken from those 2 PDFs. So you will definitely follow the PowerPoint, but I will suggest you, there is a file name cleaning. Okay, cleaning. Okay, in the lecture note you find this PDF. So basically, I have followed this one. Okay, they just copied from here and pasted there. This is a wonderful piece of writing about the cleaning and disinfection in food processing operations. Okay, so I will actually suggest to read this. If you can at least read once, it's not that big. It's only like 16 pages, but the last 2 pages there is nothing. So basically, you have to read 12 pages. If you just read this whole article, this is not a published article. Not a journal article. This is what I can say, kind of uh, not scientific journal articles. Okay, kind of newspaper articles. It's almost like a description of all the things that is done in a food processing plant regarding the cleaning and disinfection. A very organized, easy to understand writing. So if you read this, you will get a very clear idea about the cleaning and disinfection of food processing plant. So please read this one, okay? This was published by Safe Food 360 Degree. It's an organization. They work with the food safety things. It's just like a textbook. Not very recent. It's kind of old, but still a very good, comprehensive one. Have anyone seen this? Seen it in the box?
স্যার মাত্র দেখতেছি।
Yes, sir.
Okay. এটা দেখো, খুবই চমৎকার একটা আর্টিকেল আছে। কিছু না, আমি জাস্ট গুগল থেকেই পেয়েছি এটা।
Yes, sir.
I just searched it in the Google and I got it. And then I thought the cleaning should be from like this one. কারো কোনো কোশ্চেন কোয়েরি আছে নাকি? কমেন্ট ডিসকাশন?
স্যার লেকচার 5 নিয়ে?
না, লেকচার 5 এর তো এখন আমি আপলোডই করিনি।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা।
লেকচার 5 এর খালি আমি আপলোড করেছি, এই মানে পাওয়ার পয়েন্টটা আর ওই
পাওয়ার
পিডিএফ
পয়েন্ট আর
দুইটা
PDF, হ্যাঁ
পিডিএফ গুলো আপলোড করে রেখেছি আর কি। ভিডিও মানে লেকচার পাওয়া কালকে,
ওকে স্যার, সমস্যা নাই।
কালকে পাবা লেকচার 5 এর ভিডিও। সো
স্যার,
স্যার,
আমাদের কুইজ টোটাল কয়টা হবে?
নেওয়ার ইচ্ছা আছে 4টা। হ্যাঁ,
4টা থেকে কয়টা কাউন্ট করবেন?
3টা। এবার কিন্তু কোনো বেস্ট হবে না, হ্যাঁ। 4টা কুইজ থেকে 3টা কাউন্ট করা হবে।
এরকম করেন যে 5টা নেন, 5টা থেকে 3টা কাউন্ট করেন, তাইলে বেটার হয়।
না, 4টা থেকে 3টা, 5টা নেওয়ার মতো সময় আমরা পাবো না। কারণ এই 2 দিন পর হচ্ছে মিড, তার 2 দিন পরে হচ্ছে ফাইনাল, এতগুলো কুইজে না টাইম পাওয়া যাবে না।
আচ্ছা, 309-এও সেম?
হ্যাঁ, 309 এর সেম হবে।
আচ্ছা স্যার।
স্যার আমাদের মিট কবে হবে, মানে আনুমানিক কোনো ডেট আসছে?
ওকে, মিড উইক তো আসছে, রাইট? দ্য মিড উইক ইজ হোয়াট ইজ দ্য মিড উইক? লেট মি চেক। The scheduled meeting is August 8 to 30. Okay, I mean it's the scheduled one, but it doesn't mean that we have to do the meet at that time. This is complete online, so we can choose our day. Okay, but I
স্যার
think it
আমাদের
will
মিটের কোশ্চেন প্যাটার্ন কেমন হবে?
um, almost like this one, but I will add some writing question there. I mean, you have to write the answer, written type also.
স্যার মানে এক লাইনে অথবা ব্রড কোশ্চেন টাইপের কিছু?
Not broad question. Those will be like, I mean, there will be MCQ, there will be true false, definitely. I mean, in addition, there will be some. I mean, you don't have to write too many things. Okay. I mean, there will be no broad question. Okay. সাগর, মিড উইক হচ্ছে তোমার অফিসিয়ালি কবে জানি? দাঁড়াও এক সেকেন্ড দেখিনি, আবার ভুলে গেছি। মিড উইক হচ্ছে তোমার অগাস্ট 8 থেকে 13। আমাদের ওই সময় মিড হতে হবে এমন কোনো কথা নেই, আমরা একটু আগে পিছিয়ে নিতে পারি। আচ্ছা, নেক্সট ক্লাসে আমরা মিড নিয়ে না হয় আলোচনা করব, ঠিক আছে? আর বাই দিস টাইম, সাগর, ওকে, we'll discuss it in the next day. We'll just set a day for the meet. Okay. 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 So, okay. I was telling you about what? The question pattern of meet. Okay. Before that, one thing. I mean, during the quiz, please submit your answer before 5 minutes. Don't try to submit it on the last moment. Like suppose I said the time 4:30. Okay. Don't try to submit it at 4:30. Because maybe it is 4:30 in your watch, in your clock, but not in the computer. Okay, not in the system. So this is very common for online things. Okay, so for any online things, don't try to submit in the last minute. So if you try to submit in the last minute, there will be technical issues. Okay, I'm telling you this one because yesterday I took a MIC 309 quiz, and many of the students, they were unable to submit it. I mean, okay, because they tried in the last minute. It always happens if you try to submit in the last minute. So please submit at least like, even like if you submit it in for 2 minutes before, it will be okay. I mean, don't follow your clock. Follow the computer's clock. And to be in the safe side, try to submit before 5 minutes. এসব ঝামেলা কিন্তু করা যাবে না, কারণ এরপর হচ্ছে আমি আর মানে I'll not take care of those things. আগে আগে সাবমিট করে দিবা, কোনো ঝামেলা থাকবে না। So by the way, about the need question, well, I haven't decided yet completely. Okay, it's like I'm thinking there will be MCQ, there will be true false. In addition, there will be some short question. You have to type the answer, but answer will be short, 2-3 line max. No broad question like the old time. And I'll try to. Those questions will be more like um, critical thinking question type. Okay, you have to argue like within 2 or 3 months.
স্যার
The
রিটেন
application one, huh?
স্যার রিটেন কোয়েশ্চেন দিলেই হচ্ছে একটু টাইম বাড়াই দেন, কারণ মানে টাইপিং এ অনেক স্লো আমি। হয়তো
Written
এরকম
question,
আরো অনেকেই আছে। জি
হ্যাঁ I know that written questionের সময় একটু বেশি দেওয়া হবে, ঠিক আছে?
আচ্ছা
লাগলে আমি এরকমও করতে পারি যে কুইজের জন্য সময় বেঁধে দিলাম আর রিটেনের জন্য সময় বাড়াই দিলাম, এটা করা যায়। এটা এমন জাস্ট 2টা কোশ্চেন সেট করতে হবে আর কি এই ক্ষেত্রে। ওটা অত বেশি ডিফিকাল্ট কিছু না আর কি, 2টা ডিফাইন্ড কোশ্চেন সেট করা। দেখা যাক। তোমাদের টাইপিং এর ব্যাপারটা এটা আমার মাথায় আছে, এটা ভালো হচ্ছে, টাইপিং প্র্যাকটিস হয়ে যাচ্ছে। টাইপিং একটু সবাই একটু all of you please try to increase your typing speed little bit. Okay, you don't have to be very fast like the professional ones, but at least you should have some speed. Okay, because it is necessary. No one write anything nowadays. Everything is in the PC, right? Everyone will use the PC. So right now maybe you're writing many things. At least you have to give the exam, but in future, soon after you are graduate, then maybe you will within short period of time you will forget how to write. So there is no other way. It's better that you increase your typing speed little bit. If you start from now, it don't take much long time. Okay, anyway, so আজকে আমরা কিছুক্ষণ পরে ক্লাস শেষ করে দিব, হ্যাঁ, যদি কোনো ইস্যু বা টপিকস না থাকে। সো আমরা টাইম ওয়েস্ট না করে I'll try to give you an overview of lecture 5 from the PPT, then maybe it will be easier for you to follow the video.
জি স্যার এটাই ভালো।
Okay, so can you see the PPT in your screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so basically, majority of the information I took from that PDF, which I have uploaded in the box. Okay, so please read that PDF. It will be, trust me, it will be good for you. It's a really good one. Okay, and in the PPT, I couldn't put everything, and there are some extra information other than the PDF. So try to read that PDF. Okay, now I'll try to give you overview. So, okay, this is lecture 5. There is a typo. Huh? This will be lecture 5. Okay, in the PPT, the name of the PPT will be lecture 5, but inside maybe you will see that it's lecture 4. So please ignore that and correct it. So lecture 5. Okay. So lecture 5 is about cleaning and disinfection of food processing operations, but mainly cleaning. Okay. There will be only like 2 slide or 3 slides, which will be on disinfection. So cleaning is the main thing. Okay. Actually, in the industry, these are combined things. Cleaning and disinfection. These are not a very two separate processing things. Okay, they are done in combination. Okay, Because disinfection procedure always follow the cleaning. And did you understand what I mean? It's always follow the cleaning. So if you want to disinfect your plant, first you must have to clean. Without cleaning, disinfection don't work properly. Okay, so that's why these are like, not separated process. They are done simultaneously. First cleaning, then disinfection. So if you check this slide and all the videos, which I have not uploaded yet, so we will get why it is important to clean the plant. We all know still. And then cleaning costs money. Cleaning is not cheap. So, I mean, what contribute to the cost of the cleaning? These are those points. Yeah. So, it's an interesting thing that cleaning is quite costly. If you want to maintain a proper cleaning program in your plant, it will be quite costly. So that's why many owners, food company owners, they try to avoid the proper cleaning program. Okay, to save some money. It's a bad, but it's a common practice by the factory owners. They try to skip cleaning, or at least they try to skip some of the steps of the cleaning procedures to reduce the cost. Okay? So these are all those points which contribute to the cost. Then, I mean, a proper cleaning program. Okay, so it has some elements. Elements means like it has some parts. You can say, like, for example, you want to implement a effective cleaning program in your plant. So in that case, you should have some knowledge about your plant. Knowledge means what you are going to clean. Okay, so what we clean actually? We clean dirt. Okay, we clean dirty things. But in case of the food industry, also it's true for the pharmaceutical industry. The manufacturing plant, dirt is called here soil. Okay, this soil is not a regular soil type. So whatever we clean in that, we clean the dirt in the factory, but those are called soil. Okay, so and the composition of soil vary depending on what kind of raw materials you are dealing with, what kind of food you are processing in your plant. Okay, so this is the first thing and the most important thing. You have to completely understand what you are going to clean. What is your target? That means you have to know the nature of soil. This is the target. It's just called like this. Okay, so you have to know the nature of soil of your plant. That means what you are going to clean. Okay, then you should have. You should have proper knowledge about the structure of your plant. Structure means what kind of materials were used to build your plant. Okay, like for the floor, for the wall, for the furniture, the tables, everything. You should have proper idea about those materials. Okay, then what kind of detergent you are going to use, what kind of equipments you will use, and find and most important, you should have a proper SOP. Okay, not a statement of purpose. What it is? What SOP means? A standard operating procedure. Okay, so which is called actually programs. You should have the complete written documents or written guidelines what you are going to do. How you are going to do. Okay, so what you need to do, how you will do that, what will be the outcome, everything should be there. Okay, even the procedures and all those procedures, they need to be validated and monitored. Okay, so from this, the rest of the slides, they are about this one. Okay. Rest of the slides elaborates these things, like what is nature of soil, what you understand by nature of soils, and what are the components of those soil. Okay, what are those dirt actually, like fat, oils, proteins, carbohydrates, adhesive, inks, dyes, কালি আর কি, হ্যাঁ, algae, fungi. So these are the compositions of soils, and okay, this slide and this slide, they are basically kind of same, but this slide has more information. Okay, it tells the composition of the soil and also their characteristics, like whether they're water soluble or not, and what kind of cleaning agent we use to clean those, okay, and whether removing them are easy or difficult. So it's important to know what kind of soil we need to remove. For that, we should have proper idea about the characteristics. Right? For example, you want to remove fat. Fat is water insoluble, right? Fat doesn't get dissolved in the water. So that means you have to use something where the fat get dissolved. Okay, so your detergent, the cleaning agent should contain that kind of chemicals which can solubilize the fat. Okay, so this is very important. To try to have a very good yeah, knowledge about this one. Okay, try to understand these things properly. So if you don't understand the nature of soil, it will be impossible to choose what kind of cleaning agent we will use. Okay? This slide is kind of similar, but it has some more. I mean, in this slide, it don't contain everything. Okay. Like this slide, you will get some additional thing. Like for example, adhesives. Okay, adhesives not in here, but adhesive can be a problem because all the usually, I mean, in the everything comes in taped, right? সবকিছুতে টেপ লাগানো থাকে, okay? Everything's are attached with some type of tag, and those contain adhesives. So these adhesives can create a problem in the industry. Okay, এই যে এগুলা হচ্ছে কি আঠালো টাইপের থাকে, তো এগুলো একটা ভালো প্রবলেম ক্রিয়েট করে আর কি। So like for example, those adhesives, they're stick on the floor. So we know that dirt can easily get attached to the adhesives, and if the dirt can get attached to the adhesive, they will attract the microorganisms. So all the microorganisms and other type of darts, they can get easily attached with the adhesives. So actually, it's important to remove those adhesives. Okay. Then where it is. Just 1 second. Okay, so after you got proper idea about the nature of soil, then the substrate. Substrate means the materials. I mean, the materials which your plant is made of, like the floor, wall, working benches, that means the tables, furnitures, etc. Okay, so from this slide, you will get idea about those things. Okay, so I mean, you don't have to. I mean, how can I say? Just memorize all these things. If you just read one time, you will get a very good idea. Okay. For example, mild steel. Mild steel can get easy. I mean, rust can. I mean, this steel, they can easily get rust. Okay, so that's why it's better if we can avoid mild steel to build a factory. Okay. Stainless steel is best, but the problem of stainless steel is it's costly. It's very costly. That's the main problem actually. Okay, then after the substance, now the cleaning agents. Okay, so what kind of cleaning agents we should use to clean the plant? And the agents that we will use to clean the plant, they should possess some characteristics. Okay, right? Like quickly and completely soluble, should not be corrosive of metal surface. Because if the agents are corrosive, they will corrode everything. Okay, they will corrode the plant, the working surface, the machineries. Okay, so they must not be corrosive, and also the cleaning agent should be food grade. It's important. Okay, we cannot use the same cleaning agent to clean our like the hospital and the food plant, because in the food plant we process food. Okay, so that means those cleaning agents should be very safe. Otherwise, if the food get any contamination or residue from the those cleaning agents which are toxic, okay, they will harm the consumer's health. Okay, so it's important. The cleaning agent that we use in the food processing plant should be food grade. Okay, so you will when you read this or see the video, you will get a clear idea. Then cleaning agents basically can be of three types. I mean, we can classify them into three types: water, soap, and detergent. Okay, so among these three, soap is not a good choice. Okay, because soap has some problem, and the biggest problem is, I mean, if we use hard water, then soap react with the salt of the hard water. Okay, the ion of the hard water, and it creates wastage. Okay, it creates something like insoluble card-like thing. So I mean, soap is I mean, it's better if we can avoid soap. Okay, so actually, in fact, soap is not used that much in the, I mean, for the cleaning purpose. Instead, detergents are used because detergents don't have the problem with like the soap. I mean, detergent don't react with the hard water. Okay, so if we use detergent, we can easily use the water. I mean, we cannot avoid water. I mean, water is everything. So we must have to use water. But in that case, if we use the soap, soap will react with the hard water. Okay, but detergent, they don't react with the hard water. Okay, so that means if we can use detergent, that will be best. Because if you want to use soap to be most effective, you need soft water, not the hard water. But making the water soft itself is a very costly process. Okay, so that's why in industry, soaps are not used at all actually. Detergents are used. And detergents can be of various types. Okay, you'll get everything those. However, before the types of the reagent, these two slides, these are the mechanism. I mean, this one, and this one. These two slides actually talk about the mechanism how the detergent works. Okay, so we all know that what detergent do. They do cleaning. Okay, they clean the things, but how actually they do that? Okay, trust me, I myself didn't have very clear idea about that. But if you read these two slides, I think you'll get a quite good idea how the detergents do the cleaning. Basically, they do two type of reactions. I mean, detergents do the cleaning effect by two ways, by two kind of reactions. One, some physical reactions and some chemical reactions. Physical reactions like these are the physical reactions: wetting, penetration, emulsification, dispersion, solubilization. Okay, if we just read it, you'll get. I'll just, I mean, for now, I'll just talk about this one. So, for example, wetting. Okay, so I mean, I actually heard this word in several times, but I mean, I mean, I myself didn't have very clear idea what wetting is. Okay, so we know what wetting is. Wetting মানে কি ভিজায় দাও, but ভিজায় দাও মানেটা আসলে কি? Okay, so this is actually wetting. So for example, I mean, you are cleaning a hydrophobic surface. Okay, you are using water for cleaning, and the surface you are cleaning is hydrophobic. So what will happen? The water will be like this one on the hydrophobic surface. Okay. So as water will be like this one, only a very small part of the water will touch the surface. Okay. So how the cleaning will occur? The water is not there. So the cleaning will not be effective. But if you use the detergent, they can do this. Okay. Even if this is the hydrophobic surface, the water will be like this one. Okay, so that means more surface of the water will touch the your surface. Okay, the surface that you want to clean. So cleaning will be much better. So this was one. Another, please check, and I'll explain in the video lectures. These were the physical action of detergent, and this one it is the chemical action of detergent. I mean, what kind of chemical action the detergent do to cleaning, like hydrolysis, saponification, chylation, oxidation. Okay, so by this they can clean as well as, I mean, these things have an additional effect. These things can also kill many microorganisms as well. I mean, they aid in uh, cleaning and as well as in killing, cleaning and killing. Okay? Then, I mean, this slide, these are the examples of detergent. Okay, so please remember one thing. I mean, in the industry detergent, they usually don't contain only one type of detergent. Okay, they are kind of a mixture of different cleaning agent. Okay, so in some detergent, maybe I mean disinfectant is also included. Okay, I mean they may carry both uh, cleaning agents and also disinfectant. Okay, so they may contain enzymes. Okay, different kind of solvents, chelates, acid, alkalis. Okay, so basically detergents are of these three types. Alkalis, these are caustic soda, caustic potash. These are detergents. Okay, chelates, EDTA. These are part of alkalis and acids. These are example of detergent. Okay, chelates, solvents, surfactants, until this one. These are basically example of different types of detergents. And these things, inhibitors, uh, oxidizing agents, these are like disinfectants. Okay. Okay, I'll explain it in more details in the lecture. And this slide says, I mean, what kind of things those different kind of detergent do, like alkaline detergent. They prevent mineral scale up build up. Okay. Neutral detergent used where surface discoloration occurred. Okay, so I mean, because of the detergent, acid and alkaline detergent, some uh, surfaces can get discolored. Okay, so to prevent that, it's better to use neutral detergent. Okay, they will not do the discoloration. Then disinfectants, we all know what disinfectant is. What disinfection is? Disinfect. Okay. Can anyone, I mean, any one of you tell me what is the difference between disinfection and sterilization? So,
ডিসইনফেকশন হচ্ছে যে মানে আমার হচ্ছে যে ওইখানে যে মাইক্রো অর্গানিজম গুলো থাকবে, হ্যাঁ, ওইগুলো হচ্ছে যেগুলো আমার জন্য ক্ষতিকর, ওইগুলোকে আমি মেরে ফেলবো অথবা গ্রোথটাকে আমি ইনহিবিট করবো সামহাউ। আর স্টেরিলাইজ হচ্ছে সকল প্রকার মাইক্রো অর্গানিজম গুলোকে মানে একবারে মেরে ফেলা।
exactly. So disinfections means, I mean, we don't want to sterilize, because sterilizing is costly, very costly, and it's practically impossible. It's practically impossible to sterile the plant. So that's why the target is to reduce the number of the microorganisms, not to kill all the microorganisms. And it's practically impossible to kill all the microbes. So that's why the target is always to reduce the number, okay, to a level where it's somewhat safe. Okay, So that's the goal of disinfection. Okay. So as I said, there are different disinfectant cleaners which are used, but disinfection procedure always follow the cleaning. You cannot use disinfectants until you did the cleaning. Okay. First the cleaning, then the disinfectants. Okay. Why we need to do this? Because if it's dirty, the disinfectant will not work. Like for example, the disinfectant have to reach to the bacterial cell that we which we want to kill. But if it's dirty, the bacterial cell may hide under the fat. Okay, it may hide under the rust. Okay, so that's why first we have to clean, then we have to use the disinfectant. Many detergents actually do also do the disinfection effect. Okay, there are many detergents which can clean as well as kill. But still, based on the place where we want to do the cleaning or disinfection, and based on the microorganisms which are present in that place. Sometimes disinfectants are also added with the detergent, or sometimes first they do the cleaning, then do the disinfection procedure. Okay, if we can do both cleaning and killing at the same time using the same cleaning mixture, it would be definitely better because it will save us some money. But it depends on the things, right? It depends on the what kind of microorganisms are present there, what we are going to clean or disinfect them. So sometimes, actually many times, it's not possible that we cannot do the both things simultaneously. So that's why first cleaning, then disinfection. Okay, then cleaning equipment and application methods. Okay, what kind of equipments are used for cleaning and the methods of application. Okay, like you can do manually, foam cleaning, okay, then spray cleaning, fogging, machine washing, and finally one is CIP, cleaning in place. Okay. So these different type of cleaning methods, actually, all of them are kind of used because which place we are going to clean. Okay, based on that, we have to choose which method we will use. Okay, whether we will use a spray gun or we will do the fogging. Okay, and or we will do foaming. Okay, because different cleaning methods, they have different effects on different kind of soil. Okay, the soil, what is soil? Soil is that which are going to clean. Okay, so when you will read this, you will have a clear idea. Then CIP cleaning in place. Okay, these are basically used where we cannot use this kind of procedures, the other procedures. Okay, so for example, inside of a machine which is non-removable. Okay, so like say think about a closed machine or some closed tubing which we need to clean, but as those are non-removable, okay, and we cannot get inside there, they may be small or dangerous if we try to get in. So for those kind of places, a kind of automated systems are used, which is called cleaning in place. যেই জায়গায় সেখানেই ক্লিন হবে, হ্যাঁ। Okay. So okay. Okay, these are just the steps of cleaning. Okay, আমরা যখন ক্লিন করি না তখন কিছু স্টেপস আছে, like first we have to prepare the place for cleaning, a kind of gross cleaning. Okay, so maybe there could be some dried leaves or something, so we'll just do a gross cleaning, then pre-rinse. Okay, they have to rinse Because if you just apply detergent in dry surface, they will not be that effective. So first you have to rinse it, then you have to apply the detergent, then after that you have to rinse again, then you have to apply the disinfection, and finally you have to rinse again. Okay, rinse mean তো জানো না, rinsing পানি দিয়ে ইউজ করলে পানি দিয়ে যে ইয়া করে ফেলা, সেভ করে ফেলা। So why this figure is here? Okay, then these were up to this. These were the procedures that we need to do to clean. Then these are regulatory things. So validation and verification. These are regulatory things. Okay, I think frequently we get confused. I mean, what is validation and what is verification? Many people think that these two are kind of similar, but actually these two are not same thing. Okay, so what is validation? Validation means to validate the procedure that we use. Say for example, you are using a cleaning procedure. Okay, so validation means that procedure have to be proved. Okay, so for example, you have detergent A, and your procedures say that if we use detergent A, it causes 90% reduction of bacteria. Okay, of a bacteria. Okay, the procedure, that detergent A and the procedure, they are claiming this one. I mean, if you use this detergent A and clean using this protocol or method, 90% pathogen or microbial load will get reduced. So they are claiming that. So here's come the validation. Validation means now you have to prove that what that detergent and the procedure is claiming is right. Okay, that is validation. I mean, you have to validate the procedures. And then verification and monitoring. Okay, monitoring means, okay, now you have a validated procedure and detergent. Okay, say you have validated procedure and detergent, and you are using this to clean your plant. Here comes the verification. Your procedure is very validated, but it doesn't mean that when you are cleaning your plant using that validated procedures, the cleaning is as it is as claimed by that procedure. হ্যাঁ, মানে তোমার কাছে ভ্যালিডেটেড একটা প্রসিডিউর আছে, কিন্তু এই ভ্যালিডেটেড প্রসিডিউরতে তুমি যখন ক্লিনিং করতেছো, আসলে কি যেটা ক্লেম করছিল এই প্রসিডিউরটা সেরকমই ক্লিন হচ্ছে কিনা সেটার গ্যারান্টি কি? Okay, that is done by verification. Verification means you have to verify that the procedure or detergent you are using is working in your plant. Okay, so verification actually have to do time to time. At what interval? It depends on the procedures. It depends on the, I mean, the chemicals. Okay, so there are actually, I mean, these are, everything is written. Okay, this all are prefixed in the regulatory guidelines. Everything is already, I mean, well established there. That for what procedure, in what frequency you have to do the verification, you have to do the validation. Okay. So validation and verification, these are two different things. Okay, this slide just talk about the hazards. And finally, GFSI, requirement for cleaning and disinfection. The GFSI is a global food safety initiative. So basically, I included this slide to give you an idea that there are organizations like this one, like GFSI. I mean, it's the organization that deal with the food safety thing, and this GFSI, they have some certain requirements. Okay, so certain it's I mean, it's like almost like the ISO thing. Okay, so like for example, I mean, it's almost like the ISO. I mean, they have the guideline that okay, for this food, that you have to use this cleaning procedure, you have to use this detergent, okay, you have to use these SOPs. Okay, something like that. So if suppose this is a private organization, okay. So say for example, now Bangladesh has joined the GFSA. Okay. So in that case, then Bangladesh will follow their guideline. Okay. So for example, now Bangladeshi government, they have joined with the GFSA, and the Bangladesh government told that every food company, every food manufacturers, they have to use the GFSA guideline. That means they have to fulfill the GFSA requirement. So that was about the lecture 5. So I think when you will see the lecture and also read this PPT, I mean, it will be clear to you. It's not a difficult topic, it's very easy one. Okay. Now, anyone have any question? কারো কোনো কোশ্চেন টোশ্চেন থাকলে বলে বলতে পারো।
স্যার
জি স্যার।
আমি স্যার একটু পরে জয়েন করছি লেকচার, সরি লেকচার 4 না, মানে স্লাইড নাম্বার 4 এ একটা পয়েন্ট ছিল নলেজ অফ দা নেচার অফ সয়েল টু বি রিমুভড। এটা ঠিক বুঝলাম না, মানে কি রিমুভ করবে?
আচ্ছা, এটা কিন্তু
নলেজ অফ দা নেচার অফ 4 নাম্বার স্লাইডে আছে একদম প্রথম পয়েন্টটা।
এটা লেকচার স্লাইড, এটা লেকচার 5। হ্যাঁ, স্লাইডে একটু ভুল আছে, এটা লেকচার 5 নিবা।
স্যার লেকচার আজকে বলাচ্ছেন এটাই?
হ্যাঁ এটাই। হ্যাঁ এটা
না, মানে স্যার আমি 4 নাম্বার স্লাইডটার কথা বলতেছি।
ও আচ্ছা, 4 নম্বর স্লাইডে আছে। ও আচ্ছা,
4 নাম্বার স্লাইড।
বাই দ্য ওয়ে, এটার ভিডিও কিন্তু আমি এখন আপলোড করিনি। হ্যাঁ, কালকে করব।
4 নাম্বার স্লাইডের পয়েন্টটা
কি বলছি বুঝছো তো? এটার ভিডিও কিন্তু এখনো নাই বাক্সে। হ্যাঁ, কালকে পাবা। আচ্ছা, যেটা কি ছিল, উই হ্যাভ টু আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড দ্য নেচার অফ সয়েল, না কি ছিল কোশ্চেনটা আবার বলো সাকিব। কোশ্চেনটা
নলেজ অফ দা নেচার অফ সয়েল টু বি রিমুভড।
আচ্ছা, এখানে নেচার অফ সয়েল বলতে
স্যার
কি
লেখা আছে নলেজ অফ দা নেচার অফ সয়েল টু বি রিমুভড।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা সয়েল মানে কি, নরমালি সয়েল বলতে তো আসলে আমরা মাটি বুঝি না। এই ইন্ডাস্ট্রির ক্ষেত্রে, ম্যানুফ্যাকচারিং প্ল্যান্টে সয়েল একটু ডিফারেন্ট জিনিস বোঝায়। সয়েল মানে হচ্ছে যে ধরো ফর এক্সাম্পল, যেই তোমার ধরো কি বলে, ধরো যেই রুমটাতে ধরো তুমি তোমার র ম্যাটেরিয়াল ক্লিন করো, সেখানে কিন্তু এক ধরনের ডার্টি থিংস থাকবে, রাইট? যেখানে প্রচুর। তারপর ধরো যেই রুমটাতে তুমি তোমার প্রসিডিউর, মানে ধরো ওই ক্লিন র ম্যাটেরিয়ালটাকে প্রসেস করো, সেই রুমে হয়তো বা ডিফারেন্ট ধরনের জিনিস ম্যাটেরিয়াল থাকবে। ধরো ফ্যাট, তারপরে হচ্ছে তোমার প্রোটিনস, ওকে। ইভেন ধরো যে টেপ আছে না, ফ্যাক্টরিতে তো প্রচুর জিনিস টেপ করা থাকে। সব টেপ মানে কি, সেখানে অ্যাডহেসিভ আছে। তারপর হচ্ছে ধরো প্রিন্টার ইউজ করা হয়, প্রিন্টারের কালি। These all things are regarded as the soil. সয়েল মানে হচ্ছে পার্টিকুলার ওই রুমে কি কি ধরনের ডার্টি থিংস আছে, যেগুলো আমাদেরকে রিমুভ করতে হবে। ওকে, সো ফুড ইন্ডাস্ট্রিতে সয়েল মানে হচ্ছে দ্য থিংস দ্যাট উই ওয়ান্ট টু ক্লিন। পয়েন্টটা বুঝতে পারছো?
আচ্ছা স্যার, বুঝতে পারছি।
মানে ক্লিনিং করার উদ্দেশ্য কি, আমাদের তো ক্লিন করা। এখন ধরো ব্যাপার হচ্ছে যে, ধরো হচ্ছে তোমার তুমি এভাবে চিন্তা করো, ধরো ফর এক্সাম্পল তোমার হাতে হচ্ছে বালু লাগছে, ওকে, বালু লেগে গেছে। এখন তুমি জাস্ট বালুটা ক্লিন করতেছো। দেখা যায় কি যে আমাদের পানি দিয়ে একটু রিন্স করলেই হয়ে যায় না? পানি দিয়ে একটু ধুয়ে ফেললো, আর একটু সেফ থাকার জন্য হালকা একটু সাবান দিয়ে ধুয়ে ফেললাম। এখন ধরো এই যে মানে পুরো মোটামুটি ব্যাপক খাওয়া দাওয়া করছো, ওকে, পুরো হাত জুড়ে হচ্ছে গরুর গোস্তের চর্বি লেগে আসছে। হ্যাঁ, সেই জিনিস পানি দিয়ে রিন্স করলে কোনোদিন যাবে? পানি দিয়ে কিন্তু কোনোদিন যাবে না, রাইট? বিকজ those fat are very sticky and very difficult to remove. তো আমাদেরকে সাবান দিয়ে ভালো মতো অনেকক্ষণ ধরে ক্লিন করতে হবে, ওকে। সো দিস ইজ কল্ড সয়েল। এইটাই হচ্ছে সয়েল আর কি, যে এই যে ফ্যাট ইজ এ সয়েল। তারপর হচ্ছে জাস্ট দোজ স্যান্ড ইজ এ সয়েল। ঠিক আছে, সয়েল বলতে ওই জিনিসটা বুঝেছো। আমাদেরকে ক্লিয়ারলি জানতে হবে আমরা কি ক্লিন করতে চাচ্ছি। সেটার উপর ডিপেন্ড করবে যে আমরা কোন ধরনের ডিটারজেন্ট ইউজ করব। ঠিক আছে?
আচ্ছা স্যার, ঠিক আছে,
কারণ
বুঝছি।
যেই কেমিক্যাল দিয়ে তুমি ফ্যাট ক্লিন করতে পারবা, সেই কেমিক্যাল দিয়ে না প্রোটিন ঠিক মতো আবার ক্লিন হয় না। প্রোটিন একটা ভয়ঙ্কর জিনিস। ওকে
ওকে স্যার, বুঝছি।
স্যার
স্যার,
স্যার কোন স্লাইডে বললেন যে ভুল আছে, এটা একটু আরেকবার বলবেন।
কোনটা বুঝছি না। ও না, ভুল নাই
স্যার একটু
যেটা
আগে
হচ্ছে,
বললেন না কোথায়।
এটা হচ্ছে লেকচার 5
জি।
তো। লেকচার 5 এর ওখানে না সামহাউ লেকচার
সুধা, ওটা হচ্ছে 4 লেখা আছে, 5 হবে। স্লাইডে লেকচার 4 লেখা, তো এটা লেকচার 5 হবে, ওটা বলছেন স্যার।
হ্যাঁ, লেকচার 5 হবে আর কি, যে ভুল লেকচার 4 রয়ে গেছে, মনেই নেই।
আচ্ছা
আর ইয়াতে কিন্তু বাক্সে কিছু পিডিএফ দেওয়া আছে, ওই পিডিএফ গুলো একটু পড়ো। আমি যে লেকচার 5 ভাই কোথাও থেকে না, ওই বাক্সে যে পিডিএফ দুটো আমি আপলোড করছি ওখান থেকেই নেওয়া। ওকে, ওই ক্লিনিং এর
জি স্যার।
পিডিএফটা পড়ো, তোমাদের খুব মানে একদম ক্লিয়ার আইডিয়া হয়ে যাবে যে ক্লিনিং আসলে কি জিনিস, ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়াল ক্লিনিং কি জিনিস, কিভাবে কি করতে হয়। এবং ওই পিডিএফটা কিন্তু প্রফেশনাল পিডিএফ, ইট কভারস এভরিথিং। Anyway, so if you have no more question, or I mean, there is nothing to discuss, then after 2 or 3 minutes, we'll close the class. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
ঠিক আছে স্যার।
Okay. Then আমার কাছ থেকে বিদায় নিতে হবে না, জাস্ট চলে গেলেই হবে। Okay. Raymond, are you there? You have any question?
No, sir. I have no questions, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. See you in the next class then. Okay, tomorrow you will get the video lectures of the lecture 5. Please read all these things. Okay. Okay, till then, be safe. Bye bye.
Okay, sir. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Assalamu
Assalamu
alaikum.
alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.